New to our inventory is another beautiful Mopar. This is a 1970 Plymouth GTX, done in its original colors. And it's a car that still sports its original numbers matching 440 U code, 375 horsepower engine, and automatic transmission. But beautiful car, started with a very solid body.
Yeah, really cool car. New Mexico car, that's why the floors, frame rails, trunk floor, everything's so solid and original on it. Before we lose our sunlight, it peeks in and out. This ivy green metallic paint looks fantastic. A beautiful local car show quality car. It's got a little age on it, so you're gonna find a couple little chips, but this was definitely done show quality back when it was done, and has been buffed out to a gorgeous shine. As we look around, when the sun goes under, it's got that kind of that nice dark green, but when sunlight hits that metallic, it just sparkles.
Yeah, it's pretty car.
Underneath the hood's a numbers matching 440 U code, 375 horsepower. Motor's been rebuilt. Transmission's the numbers matching 727. That's all been rebuilt as well. As far as the bottom side of the hood's all nice. Everything's been jammed out. The only thing that hasn't been jammed, I'm trying to think, the trunk has been jammed as well. We'll look into that in a little bit. Here's your factory fender tag. Everything decodes out just like it came from the factory here. That's exactly how it is today. Top of the inner fenders, firewall, a wiper motor, wiring, booster, everything looks great on it. Still has its original Mopar radiator and fan shroud.
Sounds sweet.
Man, we've done a few videos today, but this one is nothing but muscle. I mean, this one sounds awesome. Best sounding car that we did all day, huh?
That thing sounds damn good.
And like I said, when we talk about paint, body, show quality, that kind of stuff, everyone has their own opinion. But I'll tell you what, this car can be something you can be very, very proud of. Got a couple little chips in it, just from being driven.
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as the back bumper goes, back bumper shines beautifully. Dual exhaust sounds great. Tips are nice. Chrome around the chrome around the trunk lid and stuff is nice as well. Gap's really nice here, and also we have just a really nice fit and finish all the way around the trunk. Bottom of the trunk lid paint's really nice. That's all been repainted. Here's what I was talking about. So it looks to me like the original paint is still in the trunk. Right here on the inner fenders. Original quarter over here, you can tell by the factory undercoat, or original factory undercoating. Looks like they went ahead and replaced put a new quarter on the one over here on the passenger side. Trunk extensions are really solid under that mat. Both sides are great. Another thing to kind of talk about a little bit is just here in this back panel, so many times that kind of gets rusty, and up underneath here, that's all solid as well. Just really nice. Nice spare, it looks like. The tire tread looks excellent on the spare.
Here we go. Now you can kind of see that metallic a little bit when we got that sun.
They did a good job as far as when we go around as far as the metallic, it's not blotchy at all. They did a beautiful job when they painted this car. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is. I like the yellow stripe too. It's neat, and it is the original color.
Magna 500s look like they were brand new when they did the car. Tires look good as well. Got really nice tire tread on them. Engine compartment looks great. It still has the washer fluid and stuff. I mean, that's just the kind of quality of car this is. Horns and wiring all looks new here. Belts look good. Here's your original stamping, 440 HP right there, and bottom of the motor over on this side, we have decoded it, numbers matching motor. The previous owner had mentioned that it was numbers matching transmission. I didn't personally see that myself, so we'll have to check that check-in sheet on that. So what I like about these GTX is they even have that rubber bumper guard still on there, which is really nice. Grill's in great shape. Looks like there's just a little, you can see here, just a little adjustment that needs to be done in this grill, maybe right here. But the honeycomb grill is fantastic. GTX emblems original. I think a lot of this car's got some original chrome and stuff. Was it 79?
70,900.
70,900 miles. Very well, possibly, judging by the undercarriage, could be the original miles. Also, the carpet shows somewhere. I want to point that out, which kind of could go to the original miles as well. As far as our gap here, nice and even front to back. Again, the back of the hood fits nice and flush. Top of the door, the fender, and cowl does as well. Things, if you want to really look close and pick the paint apart, there's just a little kind of a little drip right here, and just right here, just a tiny little scratch right there. Let's go across the roof. Very nice. Even in the sail panel area here, there's no cracks or issues. Look up and down the side, it's very nice and straight. If we look at the top of the quarter here, you can just see some little tiny little micro scratch here. Got another small scratch right there on the door, and a little tiny chip right here. This car's got a gorgeous interior.
Yeah, it does. I like the color combination.
Corner of the door there's excellent. Bottom of the door is nice. Rubbers are good. Armrest base, chrome is all good. Door panels beautiful. Wood grain's really nice. Here's another thing, the felts are nice and clean on it. I don't know what to say about that carpet. It's got a little fade to it though, don't it?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
It's hard. It is really hard to say. It's either a really nice original 70,000 mile car, it's been super well taken care of, or it's been restored on the inside. It's just hard to say on that. This looks 100% original here. You can see a little wear there on that pot middle. Visors are still nice and tight. We do have a little crack right up here on this hard plastic. Top of the dash pad is excellent all the way across. Paint on the top of the dash is beautiful as well. It looks to me like at one time they had the windshield out because the paint on the top of the dash is perfect. Steering wheel is excellent, no cracks in the steering wheel. Center ring is nice, and the center ring is original. You can see just a little bit of wear. Just a little bit of discoloration probably that could be maybe scuffed off there a little bit. That kind of tells me it's nice, original, and excellent. Steering column's nice. All the hard plastic on here is really nice. So many times this is what really gets beat up, isn't it, Dalton?
Yes, it is.
Inside this tray, like I mentioned before, no surface rust. You know, a lot of times they sit around a lot, or been put a lot of miles on them, they'll all be all surface rusty in there. Original glove box is still in great shape. Wood grain is very nice on the dash. It's got the wipers and washer there, factory tack, and that does work. Again, door panels are great. Carpet has just a little fade. Brake pedals and stuff are nice as well. Brake pedals are in great shape. That's a good indication on original mileage as well. Even the metal painting back there shows very minimal wear. It's just not abused. Kick panels are good. As far as our headliner, dome light works good. The headliner's in great shape, nice and tight. The seats, as far as the seats go, all the hard plastic and the buttons and the seat backs, excellent still. Seats in great shape back here.
And I like the buckets with the buddy seat.
Yeah. I mean, it is a column shift, but you know what? GTO Judges came with column shift. GTXs, heck, a Hemi could come with a column shift. I mean, it's just all how the customer wanted to order the car.
A lot of guys wanted more room to sit next to their girlfriend.
I think that's very important back in the day.
I think it still is.
Oh. As far as the door panels go, yeah, look at this, D. 100% original on the door panels. You can see just a little bit of wrinkle right here, and then same back there. But the condition of it's just excellent, other than that wrinkle. Original seat belts. Over on that door panel, you can see just a couple little scuffs right there. But all in all, great car. Inside corner of the door, again, rust-free New Mexico car. Some little paint touch-ups just around the trim here. There's a couple other ones just like on the other side. Over the wheel well's all good. All along the bottom here looks nice. Bottom of the door matches up nice at the bottom of the quarter panel. A little tiny scratch right here that's got a little buffing compound in it. Top of the door, top of the quarter lines up good. Same thing, back of the hood. Really pretty good fit and finish on this GTX. Bottom of the front fender's good. It's got two tiny little bubbles. You see the size of my finger there. I mean, 3 little tiny things. And they might even be just a little bit in the clear coat. Probably looks like to me. At the bottom of this, underneath there is 100% rust free. There's no body filler in here at all, guys. Door handle's nice as well. It's original. Very few micro scratches in that. Not heavily pitted at all. Inside the door jambs are good. Rubber. I'm going to say the rubber is still the original rubber. Check your rubber on your side, D. It's good, but you can tell it's got they left the original rubber on there when they repainted.
Yep, I'd say so.
It's original rubber still, and that kind of tells you that maybe 70,000 as well. Check the roof rail, will you?
I'd say the same thing with the roof rail.
Because it's in good shape, isn't it?
But yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just a little firmer than it would be if it was placed.
Yeah, and it shows just a little bit of wear right up here, a little stress. And that's really, between the brake pedals, stuff like that, original carpet, that's the kind of stuff that'll tell you if it's just a low mileage, original 60-year-old car or if it's been restored.
Too, when you look at the original undercarriage on this car, it tells you a lot of the story.
It does. It does. Yeah, I'm not saying that at some point maybe they didn't redo the seats or something. I mean, the seats are freaking damn near too nice to be original. I mean, even the padding is excellent.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd redone the seats.
No, padding's great. There's no wear coming in and out. Inside corner of that door right here as well is excellent. Door jamb paint's nice. You drove this once. I never drove it. So.
Yeah.
Does it have some power?
It's got some power. Yeah, it's a good little car.
It sounds good.
Yeah, you can feel it when you rev it up too. You can feel the little car shake.
Not an air car. It might have been an air car. They don't have air on it anymore, but it's because it's got the AC switches. I didn't decode the whole fender tag to find out if it was an air car from the factory. Horn works, factory tack works. We're idling about 800 RPM right now.
It's got the tick-tock tack.
Yep. It don't tick,
but it tacks.
There you go. Gas gauge works, temp gauge works, oil pressure is at 45 right now. Alternator gauge works as well. So all the factory gauges work except for the clock, 70,900 miles. In gear, it idles down about 750. Lights all work. Wipers work good in park, but they're a little squeaky without a little water on there, aren't they?
Yeah, we don't want to use them too much. We don't want to scratch the windshield.
Oh, the wiper blades look really good though. But they're just nice and they fit good on there, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Just a driver's side mirror is all, no passenger side. Rear view mirror actually is pretty tight. The dash pad is immaculate, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Beautiful dash. And I like
So
the
is
green
all-
on green.
Yeah, and so is all this hard plastic. Yeah, it's really, really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Automatic on the column. You don't need it, as long as this thing's this fast, you don't need a manual shift the damn thing. Brakes need a little work, and that's one thing we just haven't had time to get at. They pull a little left, which we'll address. Feels like we got a good pedal, and the booster's definitely working.
Yep.
So.
This thing gets up and goes.
It does, and I'll tell you what. It gets up and goes, and I'll tell you another thing. It doesn't beat as far as sit there and burn rubber. I mean, it goes.
Yep.
What was the gear ratio on this? You remember?
I think 323s.
Okay. 8 3/4 rear end.
Yeah,
with
8 3/4
323s.
rear end, 323 gears. Kick down works.
Sits you right back in your seat. Just a fantastic car.
Yeah, it is.
Really drives nice. The steering seems pretty tight on it. One thing I might do on it is just give it a little alignment. It seems like it has just a little pull to the left. So we'll probably go ahead and schedule that for an alignment next week. And I'll tell you what, it's ready to go. It's a great car.
Yeah, it is.
We'll try those brakes one more time. It does have a pull to the left, so we got to adjust those.
Yep. It's really the only things that I've noticed on is we got to adjust the brakes and we got to get it in for alignment. But other than that, it's ready to rock and roll. Beautiful car.
Going down the road, we got 60 pounds of oil pressure, Dean, and it's running about 190. So it probably has a 190 thermostat in it.
Excellent.
One other thing to mention, I always like coming back to this. A lot of people ask about the gear ratio for sure. We're running 65 mile an hour, and we are really only running, we're running 2,300 RPM.
Yep.
So as far as, that's great idle, as far as great RPM going highway speed. 75, we're running about 2,600 RPM, 27.
Excellent. Nice car. Even the paint and the finish, you know, you can see the reflection of the sky and the trees and everything all across the hood.
Cool. Yeah, it's a beautiful car.
Check it out on the website, coyoteclassics.com. I'll put the link in the description. Thank you for watching.